Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing fine. This is me Samriddhi again. As the previous live got really some kind of a technical issues and only the first 8 minutes got recorded and the rest of the clips were vanished. So I had to, I mean, do the live again and I'm so sorry for all the all the discomfort that you have to go through it from our side. So here, today I'm actually going to review our newly launched kit called Augusta. It's actually an amalgamation of a storyline and a storyline at the same time with the picture description of as how the story progresses. So you can see this is the cover of the Augusta, the Green Maiden. Sorry, the Green Maiden. Sorry, the young beautiful maiden in her green dress. There's this border, and at the bin, at below of it, it has been written a tale as old as August. You can see she's standing in her garden with flowers in her hands and has a quite classic hairstyle with a beautiful hat. And this is the back of it. The back got actually misprinted, so I will tell you how it is in reality. So this is the bigger size version of the same thing. As you can see, you can actually print it out in whatever size that you would like, and you know that already. And it's you can see the size, the ideal size which has been written there on our listing. So this is the first cover page, a tale as old as August. That young maiden in the garden, and the title says August. This this is the back page where the what some sort of a summary kind of thing has been written, or maybe an epilogue that I'm going to read to you in a while. Then we have the pages of the story, and it's mostly a double page. I've actually printed it out in a smaller version because I'm trying to make a smaller storybook of the soapbox where I'm going to cut this part out and attach. So these are the storybook pages, which is of a double page thing, where one side depicts the picture. You can see the green and those detailed version of Augusta, and the other side actually narrates the story, the poem. So it's a double page. So page number 1, 2, 3. These are all the double pages. 4. You can see she's actually reading herself in the garden. In the previous picture, she's peeking through the curtains and she's standing in that garden, I guess, a meadow something. And there's far away, there's this castle, if you could see. And the other side of the page also has some intricate detailing that you can see it over here, that as this, I guess this is hibiscus or might just be orchid, I don't know. Here she is reading herself in the garden. Here we got the main lead. And I'm going to tell you what's the name of this main lead and why we decided upon this name. Then we have another page of one side one side the poem and the other side of the picture. Another page, you can see the detailings over here. It's quite beautiful. Here we have the young maiden Augusta again. Young maiden Augusta running in the garden. And again, this is the last page. And this is how the story ends, I guess. And these are all the double pages. You can fold it in 2 halves and actually make make a story, one side the picture describing and the other one the lines. And it also comes with the sets of ephemeras. See, we have frames and we have total of 4 round frames and 3 of the border frames. It also contains labels, 4 each side, and total of 8 labels, you can see it. It has fuzzy cuts, total of 10 stickers you will be getting from this part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have the envelope templates. This page has total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 templates. You can get this into any size that you would like. I mean the desired size, the US size which has been mentioned. And this another template, I guess this is again the label templates or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You will be getting out from here. Then we have tags, all of those vibrant colors and pictures you can see of Augusta and the male lead that I'm going to actually tell you what's the name of the male lead in a while. And we have total of these 6 tags in here. Then we have the 4 different images of extra ephemeras that you might just be needing in making some other stuff like the folios or maybe the tags, the side pockets, or anything that you would prefer. We have the book spine in 3 different designs. You can see the designs and the border and also the font and pictures too. And we have total of these 9 different tag pictures. It kind of looked more like a Polaroid picture to me, to be honest, but it's considered a tag. So these are total of 9 pictures you can see. Now I'm going to narrate to you this Augusta poem. But before that, let me give you a background, a plot to who is Augusta and what's her story and all of that. So Augusta is basically a young, beautiful maiden of our land, and she has a beloved whose name is Julian. And the story behind naming the male lead as Julian is, August, before August comes July. Before the month of August comes the month of July. And so July is always running after August. So July comes before and August comes after. And in this story, or in this poetry, we're seeing the similar kind of dynamic happening here as well. That her beloved is actually trying to win her back. So we named Julian, actually inspired by July. So Julian and July. And then August and Augusta, if that makes sense to you. So this is a story of love, hope, and redemption based. And it's our new experiment in this arena, that where we tried combining a story form, a storybook fantasy fairy tale that we often have seen, heard, and read in our childhood, to this journal thing, where we could actually be getting an opportunity to combine even our story, our life story, into this beautiful journal kit and make it as our own. So now I'm going to read to you what the poem actually tells. So this poem has basically been written by my younger sister Kathy. I know she's quite talented in so many arenas and in writing too. Even I was such in awe when I got to know about that. So I'm going to read to you a beautiful poem written by Kathy. Yes, she is indeed beautiful too. So, see, I've already told you and I'm telling you once again, that one side depicts the picture and the other side depicts the storyline. So here it goes. My shallow feet will never lead to you again. Remember when I was just insane about you, for you, but I tossed the game, thinking it was pretty to play it that way, my way. I was walking by a road, trying to feel your breath. Whoa. Saw your face peeking up from the curtains. You can see she's peeking up from the curtains. It was lonely, furious, and filled with burden. Dear Augusta, if only you could forgive me, I'll take you in my arms again. You call this an ending, but I say it's all beginning again. You say it, I'm a player, but I'm a mare of your time. Wow. If only you held me back in, I would pull away your frown. Okay? Great. Dear Augusta, you're everything to me. Dear Augusta, you're her worst enemy. Her, I guess he's referring to one of the moments where he tried making her furious. I guess the infidelity case. I'm not quite sure of that. I have to ask her. I know I'm haunting my own self. My lies are creeping me out. But for you, I will try to change it. I'm saying it out loud. I know I made you hopeless, but this time I won't leave your place. Alright? Dear Augusta, if only you could forgive me, I'll take you in my arms again. You can see this sad, lamenting Augusta over here. My summer skies are empty without your face. Dear Augusta, you're everything to me. A perfect description of summertime, the garden, the flowers blooming. Dear Augusta, if only you could forgive me, I'll take you in my arms again. You call this an ending, but I say it's all beginning again. Dear Augusta, it's all beginning again. Now, the back part of the book, and it says, in the heart of an enchanting Irish village, a tale of love, regret, and redemption unfolds. Dear Augusta is a poetic journey through the soul of a man haunted by his past mistakes, yearning for forgiveness and desperate for a second chance. As memories of tender moments and shattered dreams resurfaces, he walks a lonely road, hoping to mend the pieces of his broken heart. Can love truly begin again? Dive into this timeless story and discover if forgiveness can pave the way for a new beginning. Wow. So, this is the book title and the back of the book, and the ephemera kits, and the poem that I narrated to you just now. So why we decided upon getting to this genre actually, to combine the storyline and the images where we could make it a journal out of it. So our actually idea was that, you know, when we were younger, we really wanted a storybook of our own. We really wanted to see how the fantasies and all those beautiful stuff, or even the romantic one, how those things unfolds for us. So with this kit, we really tried providing people the opportunity to actually narrate their own stories. I mean, this indeed one of the kind of a sad romantic thing, but you can also with this kit you can also write all the experiences where you tried attaining towards a goal, but it was really difficult at first, but you really took one step and many other steps and one step after the other, and things began falling into place, and that is how you achieved your goal. So you are going to write or maybe just picture about those incidents into this novel, and which is actually you're trying to um, immortalize those experiences of yours and giving it a proper shape, so that so that your next generation could actually read and learn something from it. We do have certain sets of experiences where we feel lonely, hopeless, trying to chase something, or maybe afraid, or just felt regret that we lose something. So this is exactly what the reason where we try to actually immortalize those experiences of ours and just give it a word to articulate it better with better emotion, and where we could actually write something which is quite personal for us. And so this was the main idea behind all that. So this Augusta story is actually set in those Irish, like ancient Irish time, the old Irish village. It gives you all those cottagecore vibe where the garden is there, those beautiful dresses of the past that the maidens are wearing. Not all maiden, only Augusta. I mean, all maidens do wear those beautiful dresses. But here we're only talking about Augusta, so I referred that. I don't know why am I blabbering so much. All right. So it's based upon those old Irish background, and it has that cottagecore vibe, those fantasy fairy tale kind of vibe that you would get, the old English, the old Irish thing. And here you can actually make the story of your own. And you don't necessarily need to have a couple romance kind of story if you don't want, but you can also add some of your own beautiful, endeavors where you were like you can actually mention about the romance of your life, not like the couple romance, but more like those those little things that fills us with the joy, the things that we anticipated of getting and we finally got it, or something that we were working so hard and so forth towards and we finally got. But also, what were the struggles achieving those goals? What were the tough times that we endured, the pain, the suffering, and all of that? It actually depicts that. It's a story of hope, love, and also embracing our mistakes and uh, actually getting those mistakes right. I mean, turning them right by our actions, by not imitating it again and learning from it, and you get the point. So it's basically about that. You can even write it about your life experiences. It's more like a sanctuary of its own. And we're actually kind of deciding to write stories. I mean, this is Augusta, more of like kind of hope and forgiveness kind of story. I know some things cannot be meant, right? But there are certain things which can be meant, so it basically depends upon that. And we're actually trying to write stories upon different, not me writing, it's always Khyati who writes. She is the writer here, a phenomenal writer indeed. I'm only on the designing part, she writes the thing, and she also designs it, but it's both of us who actually works in the designing thing. But she's quite talented in so many different arenas, I must say. Alright, coming back to the point. Here we are actually again repeating it for the third time. Alright, so the thing is that we're trying to have some different genres of stories as well. Like maybe Augusta Part 2, where the forgiveness has been given and the fall arrives, in October and September, the fall will also come. So, based upon that, in India, during the month of July, August, it's the monsoon time where it pours heavily. And from the last week of September to October, it goes the fall time. So, yeah, so we're trying to write different storylines, different genres of stories, something like a funny story or funny poem where we could actually recall all our funny instances and we could immortalize those as well. Some kind of, those courageous story, the rebel thing. So we're trying to like add a lot of genres of stories and pages significant to those stories too. Uh, let let me just I mean sorry. Let us know whether you like these ideas or not, because this is our very first time experimenting with this new genre altogether, and let's just see how it really goes and whether you people like it or not. So with that, this was all about the Augusta and this new theme, sorry, and what this contains and all of that. I hope you like it, and I hope I'm being audible and more articulate in my words. If not entirely articulate, but I hope I made sense to whatever I just said, not just blabbered it out. Sorry for that. And so, this was all about this new kit. Do give your honest opinion upon that. It's really welcome. It's really welcoming and encouraging for us. And I hope you really like that. So with that, thank you so very much for joining with us in this live session today. I hope you all have a great day ahead. Thank you so very much. Thank you.